or I will call this stage the preparation and the initiation stage. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So from this angle, let's say this is your ball, this is your wheel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The preparation stage is where you prepare yourself, position yourself on the skateboard with your back foot on. This is called the tail, and this is called the head. With your back foot on the tail, and your front foot, your front foot somewhere around here. But the thing about your front foot is it has to be dangling. Let's say this is a skateboard, right? Your back foot has to be here, and your front foot has to be somewhere almost dangling out of the board. Because the thing about this trick is that you want to bring the board up in the air, and it rotates 360 degrees, and you land it down.
Hmm?
You guys understand? Yeah. Alright, so you want your...
And what about you, the skater? You also flip 360 degrees?
No, you don't. You just remain stationary in the air. While your board is the only one flipping.
Can it be the other
Flipping
way around?
sideways or flipping?
Flipping sideways.
Oh, right.
Can it be the other way around? Like the tail will be the back, and the left side would be the tail, and the
Yeah, you can actually. You can change which one. It actually depends on which way you're moving. If you're moving forward, backward is the tail, and the forward is
Okay.
your head. So this is the position that you need to prepare. The second thing, still in the preparation stage. Second thing you need to do is
You need to do is
to slightly bend your knees like this. Slightly bend your knees and prepare like this, with your front foot dangling slightly out of the board. Alright? And the third thing you need to do, this is the initiation stage, still in the first step, is you need to do three things at once. You need to pop the tail, slide your front foot up, and jump. You need to perform three things at once. So you need to pop, slide your front foot up, and jump. That is the first stage.
Can we request Tun Mahathir to demo?
Is it while moving or static?
You can either do it while moving or static.
The board still gonna flip.
Yeah, but you have to do it on flat ground, which is cement. Okay, so this is the first stage, the initiation and the preparation stage.
Okay.
Now we go on to the second stage. The second stage is when you pop, flip, slide, and jump, you flip your front foot out of the board. You flip this foot like this. The arrow goes up.
Wait, I want to understand. You're standing in this position, right? Or
No,
you're
you're
standing
like this way.
So that that's the front of the board.
Yes.
That's the back of the board.
This is the back of the board.
So you're facing the left or the right?
You're facing that way.
Oh, straight.
Straight.
Ah,
It's your front foot here, this, and your back foot there.
okay.
So the second stage is where you flick the board and let it spin, 360 degree rotation. And during this process, you have to be up on the air. What a lot of people make, the most common mistake is they don't jump. You need to jump. Because if you don't jump, how are you going to let the board flip under you? So that is a very important key aspect in performing this trick. And this is one of the most challenging, I would say, in doing, because you need to keep the board below you, not in front of you or at the back. Yes. So that's the second stage. The third stage is to catch the board while you're up in the air. So once it flips 360, this is actually an instinctively, you need to use your instinct to know when to catch the board. So you need to see.
You need to see.
You need to see when you need to catch it. So when you need to catch it is once it completes a full 360 rotation. So once it completes the full 360 rotation and you see the bolts of your board, the bolts is of 4 screws.
Okay.
That screws your trucks to the board. Once you see these bolts, you quickly catch the board, or not it overspins or it underspins, so that it doesn't spin more than 360. So once you catch the bolts, you quickly jump down, land it, and you have to bend. Do not remain very rigid like this because you might break your knees if you jump over like stairs.
So this thing happened in like 1-2 seconds, right?
Yes. So you need to complete.
No,
this
happens
three-
split second.
Yes, you need to complete all of these 3 steps in around 1 second, 2 seconds.
Split second.
There's a split second. You need to be very quick.
Yeah.
Can you like show if there's imaginary support in front of you?
Uh,
Like how you jump? I
you-
can't imagine.
You,
Is it high?
it depends on how hard you pop the tail, how hard you kick the tail. If you kick it harder, you can go higher. If you quickly drag your front feet up. If you don't drag your front feet up, just in time when you just finish kicking the tail harder, you won't go as high as you expect it to be.
So how high can you get? Half a meter, 1 meter?
It depends on how high you can jump.
Okay.
So let's say the board is like that, straight. I am standing here with the tail on my right foot,
Uh-huh.
the head and my front foot on the head, almost
You were
like
on
that.
top of the board.
Yeah, you have to be on top. And
Okay,
how-
he's on top of the board. Imaginary board. Okay.
Yes. So you have your back foot on the tail, and your front foot almost halfway out of the board.
Uh-huh.
You pop it with your tail, and as the board moves upwards like that,
Huh?
you have to slide your feet quickly,
Mhm.
and you have to jump at the same time. So you pop, slide, jump, like that. So when you finish jumping, then only you start to flick the side. You flick the side, you go up, and you flick it out. And you have to make sure your ankle or your shin doesn't touch the board, or not you may hurt yourself. Yes. So once you finish flicking the board, you have to bring your leg sideways while your this feet still up, dangling up in the air, and let the board spin 360 degrees rotation.
Uh-huh.
Once it completely flips, then only you catch the board. It's important to know when to catch the board because you don't want it to underflip or overflip. And once you catch the board, you quickly stomp your feet down and you bend your knees. Always bend your knees to break the impact. And you ride away. So
Okay.
with these techniques, I urge you guys to follow it. One, because I want you all to learn it by next week, so that I can progress to more complex tricks. And second, it's quite cool actually. Thank you.
Show off.
Thank you very much.